Hi, everybody. It's Monica with American English with Monica. I am so glad you're here, but I want you to know I don't feel well. I just don't feel that well today. I've been a little tired, a little bit sick, and this week I had to cancel some students, which I hate doing. But sometimes you're not healthy, and I wanted to still do a video for you. So I picked a phrasal verb that we're going to also talk about the adjective and the noun because I'm feeling the adjective. I'm feeling run down. And I thought it was important just to tell you and be honest with you. I'm feeling run down, I'm not feeling that well, but I wanted to make a video to explain how we use this expression in English a lot as a phrasal verb in business and in other places. We also use it as a noun and we use it as an adjective. Now, if you've been following this weekly series in 2023, I've been doing phrasal verbs every week. And I have not talked about when those phrasal verbs also happen to be a noun or an adjective. But today I will, because the adjective I'm feeling today is run down. Okay? But before I explain that, let's do the phrasal verb part. And thank you for being here. I'm sorry about my energy today. I'm just feeling bleh. But if you can still share the video, like the video, if these lessons are helpful, it would be so awesome if you subscribed and commented and clicked the bell for when you get an alert when there's a new video posted. That would be great. I appreciate it. So let's get into it. Run down. As a phrasal verb, to run down something, one of the first meanings for the phrasal verb to run down something is when it's actually pretty tragic, is when a vehicle hits a person or an animal and hurts someone. It might injure them or kill them, but if a vehicle like a car or a truck, if it runs down, a person on a bike or someone in the street or an animal, that means the motion of hitting them. So when a vehicle hits some other object in motion, like a person or an animal. Yeah, that's pretty bad, right? But the other meaning I really want you to know for business English students is to run down items at work or to run down the strategy. If your boss wants you to run down your client list, it means to summarize. This is really important. We use it a lot in American English, okay? To summarize. To list things. Or analyze something. Like I want you to run down all of the client meetings we had last year. Okay, so this is important phrasal verb to know for business English. But let's talk about the adjectives because I have two meanings and the nouns. I have two meanings. Okay? As an adjective, run down means you're not feeling well. You're tired, you're a little bit sick, maybe you've worked really hard, or you're just feeling run down. To feel unwell or tired. It's different than if you're sleepy after a normal day. If you're run down, you wouldn't just say that if you're just tired for your bedtime. But if you're feeling run down, it's because there's something else. You're tired, but you're also, maybe you have a headache or a sore throat, something like that. Okay? The other adjective that's important to know is when something about the quality goes down. Usually we talk about this with a neighborhood or a building or an area. Maybe a certain section of the city is run down. It's kind of neglected. the quality has decreased. I'm going to put neglected, but it's usually buildings or neighborhoods. If they're run down, that's the adjective, okay? At some point in the past, they were okay, and now the quality has reduced. Something happened, and they are now run down. All right? That's the adjective. Let's talk about the noun. I have a special definition for this one for the last. Let's start with the first one, which you already know with the phrasal verb. It's a list or a summary, right? An analysis or a summary. I need the rundown. I need the rundown for the strategy for our financial planning for next year. My business English students, they know this noun when they have classes with me. A summary or a list, a rundown. Very common noun in business English. Okay, the final meaning I want to review today is a baseball term. Baseball is, if you don't know, it's a really popular sport here where I live in America. And today, March 30th, it's opening day, which means the season begins. And a lot of people are excited to watch baseball games. The season generally starts in March or April and goes through October. Today's opening day. And there is a noun in baseball when there is a rundown. And that is when a player who has the hitting team, a hitter or a base runner, is between two of the bases. And the other team, the fielders, are trying to get that baseball player out. And he's caught in a rundown. So I won't write that whole definition because it's unlikely you'll use it, but you might hear it if you're watching a baseball game. If someone's in a rundown, we have one player who's between two bases and the other team is trying to get him out. Sometimes it's called a rundown. The other expression that it's called is when the runner is in a pickle. In a pickle. Yeah, that's a fun English expression. If you're in a pickle, maybe the other meaning for the metaphor, the idiom, is you're having trouble. You're between two decisions and you're having trouble deciding. You're in a pickle. But in baseball, it's called a rundown. So, since I wasn't feeling well, I was feeling run down, I actually thought maybe I won't make a video this week, but I'm really glad I did. My students know that sometimes I'm not that healthy, but I still try to teach, and we all sometimes feel a little run down. I hope you're not feeling run down. Thank you for watching my lessons. I'll be back next week, and I'm sure I'll be feeling much better. Feel free to ask questions in the comments. Like I said, it would be helpful if you liked and subscribed and shared so that these videos could help more English learners. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye.